Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Doughboy Stadium for tonight's game between the Cambridge Falcons and your Somerville Highlanders. Tonight is senior night. It's an opportunity to honor our senior cheerleaders and our senior football players for their tremendous contributions to the Somerville football and cheer teams. This long-standing tradition also serves to wish them well as they enter the next chapter of their lives beyond Somerville High School. Our first senior, number 72, Salman Altmajal. Salman is escorted by his father, Adbel, his mother, Fatia, his brothers, Mohammed, Imran, and friend, Ivalio. Our next senior, number 71, Allison Bacalio. Allison is escorted by mother Arlene, father Altier, brother Arthur, girlfriend Ayani, friend Evilio, aunt Arlene, and uncle Clementon. Our next senior, number 20, Julian Bienami. Our next senior, number 26, Dylan Creed, escorted by his family. Our next senior, number 3, Mateus Fernandez. Mateus is escorted by his father Marcio, his mother Elvira, sisters Milena, Victor, cousin Gabrielle, friend Pedro. Our next senior, number 17, DJ Freeman. DJ is escorted by Mother Rose, sisters Nora, Samara, and friend Tony. Our next senior, number 1, Captain Gavin Fusil, escorted by Father John, Mother Dawn, Grandfather Richard, girlfriend Jasmine, and Coach Zach Shea. Our next senior, number 10, Tim Jones, escorted by Mother Diana and Father Justin. Our next senior, number 7, Michael LaGreca. Michael is escorted by Mother Jen, Father Jeff, Sister Alana. Our next senior, number 8, Jameson Laguerre, escorted by coaches Carlos Alphonse, coaches Chun Li Sien, and Coach Zach Shea. Our next senior, number 15, Malave, escorted by Mother Lindsay, Sister Giselle, Father Richard, friends Jeremiah and Sean. Our next senior, number 75, Pam Pereira, escorted by Mother Jessica, Father Stephen, Brother Nathan, grandmothers Fran Zolmira, grandfathers Julio and Paul, godfather John, and aunt Melissa, and cousins Isabella and Grayson. Our next senior, number 9, Sam D'Souza, escorted by Father Jardel, Mother Anna, Brother Jadiel, and friend Lucas. Our final football senior, number 52, Captain Roxanne Tappa, escorted by Mother Shanti, Father Rajesh, Brother Ranash, and Sister San Utica. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our senior cheerleaders. Madeline Fowler, escorted by her mother, Manuela, her father, Simon, her sister, Celeste, and her friend, Michaela. Our next cheer senior, Jennifer Posada. Jennifer is with her friends, Rad and Mateus, and her teacher, Mrs. P. Our next senior cheerleader, Yasmin Dos Santos, escorted by grandmother Marcia, mother Ana Paula, sister Manuela, and friends Ethan and Lola. And our final senior cheerleader for this evening, Captain Brianna Selena Martinez, escorted by sister Alejandra, nephew Julian, brothers Kevin, Alex, and Brian, sister Maddie, and friends Michaela and Deja. Ladies and gentlemen, one last final applause for all of our seniors, senior football players, and senior cheerleaders for all their contributions and all they've done for our program. Thank you, seniors, and good luck in the future.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Football on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Eddy Maldonado, and tonight it is the battle for the picket fence as the Cambridge Ringe and Latin Falcons come in to face the Highlanders here at Dilboy Stadium. It is the 134th edition of this rivalry as the Highlanders and Falcons will face off in a moment. The Falcons won the toss. The Highlanders will receive the kickoff. Eddy Maldonado, class of 2012, who played in the first return of the picket fence game between Cambridge and Somerville. Highlanders started off the season so well, but injuries really hurt them going towards the end of the season.
Bug. Absolutely. It's been a season full of highs and lows, right? And they caught that injury bug in the middle of the season. They've been able to regroup somewhat, which we'll talk about, and they're ready to roll tonight. As
this kick is away, Cambridge, watching the game film, knows how dangerous the Highlander kickoffs returns can be. That's picked up by Giovanni as he tries to get around the edge there, but unable to. He's brought down just outside the Highlander 10-yard line at the 11, and that's where they will begin. And we'll get a sight of the future here, Eddy, as Highlander 3-year starter, senior Sam D'Souza not starting tonight, out for the first quarter. Rumor has it he may have overslept, may have missed some sort of class situation. No big deal, except he's got to sit this out. And so the Highlanders will have kind of a wildcat formation to start things off, as well as JoJo Flores, the possibility of seeing him out there.
Yeah, excited to see what this offense can do with JoJo behind center here. Like you said, a little glimpse into the future.
It's JoJo under center. He's got that full house backfield. Gavin Fusil is the back. And a mishandled snap there. Different hands between the center and the quarterback. We see the error right there, the fumble. Highlanders able to get on it, but they lose a yard, so it'll be second down and 11 for the Highlanders.
Second and 11.
Yeah, a little miscommunication or handoff there between the center and the quarterback, and it looks like under center on that play and coming in again into the huddle is number 6 for the Highlanders, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Todd.
Is that 5 or 6? It might be.
It might be 5, actually.
I believe it is 5. That's JoJo.
Right. My eyes were deceiving me there. So that was JoJo taking the snap for the Highlanders.
JoJo back under center. I formation behind him. And JoJo will keep this one pushing forward. He's got a lot of Highlanders around him as he pushes forward for the Highlander first down. A gain of 12 on that play.
Yeah, the Highlanders are coming off a bye week. looking rested, right? And they're going to set the tone here early with their offensive line.
First down.
In that backfield behind JoJo, you have two GBL All-Stars, Gavin Fusil, the halfback, and Mateus Fernandez, the fullback, as they got in behind JoJo, pushing him forward for that first down. Highlanders have 1st and 10 here from their own 22-yard line. Joining Gavin and Mateus on that GBL All-Star roster are Roxon Topsa, as well as Marcos Pineda, who has the ball right there on the direct snap. And Pineda, off the right side, runs across the 40. He's brought down at the 41. That sophomore just has been tremendous for the Highlanders.
Absolutely. He's been, arguably, might be their MVP of the season. He's been that big of an influence on this offense. And as you mentioned, no Sam D'Souza here in the first quarter, but that's not a problem when you got a couple of GBL All-Stars in the backfield.
As now Ishmael Mack coming in. Mack had a touchdown last year against Cambridge. So he gets into the game number 2 for the Highlanders. Mack will be carrying the mail next year for the Highlanders as Gavin Fusil will graduate. Mack's a junior. He'll be back next year. Full house backfield behind JoJo. And we're going to have offsides is going to be the call.
Flag in the play.
That's going to go against Cambridge as they jumped off. One area I know the Highlander coaching staff felt like they have an advantage against Cambridge is going to be in the trenches. They feel like they've got a little bit better strength on that offensive and defensive line. However, the Highlanders do play both ways. And so once again, that stamina is going to come into play.
Yeah, we've seen their stamina be tested all season long, but you're right, they're going to want to attack in the trenches and win that battle in the trenches. And we've seen it early already with the offensive line pushing around this Cambridge defensive front.
So Falcons have won 4 straight against the Highlanders on Thanksgiving, as we are on Thanksgiving Eve tonight. Hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. First down, 5 for the Highlanders. Fumble once again on the snap. JoJo will grab that one as it bounced around on the ground. So what the Highlanders got on that first down, on that penalty, they're going to get back a bit of it here. As it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Highlanders.
2nd and 8.
Yeah, JoJo having issues there handling the football. That's the 2nd time here on this opening drive that he's just been able to hold on to that ball. Not sure if it's, he's just not used to it or it's a little colder than usual here.
That is true.
That could be an impact
it's
as well.
It's football weather, Eddie. Come on now.
Got to be ready.
Got to be ready for it. November in Massachusetts is cold.
It is.
I have found that out since I moved here.
Correct.
Snap to JoJo. He tries to get up the middle there, but Cambridge all over that one is one of their co-captains, Dennis Ambrose, in there on the tackle along with a bunch of other Falcons. They're saying they have the ball.
Yeah. And they
might.
Oh,
the officials might agree, but now we have a player removing his helmet, and that's going to get flagged.
See, that looked like
Lucas Diaz, I believe.
Lucas Diaz getting a little too excited there, now kind of getting in the face of the
2 flags down. Now number 7 saying some words, Jamal Lewis as well, or Jemai Lewis.
Let's remind everyone, this is a rivalry game.
It is a rivalry
Tempers
game.
sometimes flare in these types of games.
The picket fence does matter. It does not matter the records or the seasons these teams have had. The Highlander-Falcon rivalry is always strong around Thanksgiving as Cambridge coaching staff out there getting their players under control. Highlander offensive coordinator Bob Silva out there taking the opportunity to talk to JoJo.
Yeah, some Cambridge players got really excited after that play.
We're going to have a timeout now taken by Cambridge. So we'll see what those 2 flags were about as well as the ball remains placed at the 42-yard line listed right now. You see the 3rd down slide is on the down marker. So it looks like 3rd and 8 currently as the referees are speaking there. During this time, I'll take the opportunity to Talk really quickly about some of the other successful fall teams as the Highlander football team rebuilding, getting things back together. Began this season 3-1 in their first 4 games. Injuries kind of derailed the train for the Highlanders at that point. But a 3-6 season for the football team as they are building lots of young talent led by Marcos Pineda on this team. And then you look across the Highlander landscape in the fall and you have champions all over the place. You have success all over the place and playoffs all over the place as 3 different Highlander teams, 4 different Highlander teams won GBL championships this past fall season as the cheer team, the cheer team won the GBL championship. Fantastic job by them throughout the year. Congratulations on that championship. The boys cross country team won their 4th straight GBL championship. The girls cross country team won their 2nd GBL championship in the last 3 years, and the girls soccer team defended their GBL championship from last year successfully, winning back-to-back GBL championships and returning to the playoffs this year. As they are marking this one off, it looks like the Highlanders picking up a good 30 yards on that play.
Yeah,
or 20.
I thought I was going to say 15, but it's a lot more than 15 yards.
It's a lot
there.
more than 15.
We didn't get an official call from the referee here, but it's looking like it's going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty, and it might have been double.
It looked like
might have cost them double there.
I mean, it looks like they moved it 20 yards, or no, 15 actually, because it was at the 42. So now it's first down and 10 for the Highlanders across into Falcon territory at the 43-yard line, and Fusil has not touched the ball yet for the Highlanders. As this direct snap comes back, this is Ishmael Mack as he cuts in, trying to get into the inside, strike that. That was Ryan Lewis.
Flag in the play.
And another flag on this play. Yeah.
Lewis Ryan with that one. Another flag down in the area of holding against the Highlanders that time.
And that's going to be the call. Yeah.
As Lewis was trying to get around that corner, somebody got whistled for the hold. Lewis, another young player, a sophomore wide receiver for the Highlanders, defensive back as well. Electrifying return man also for the Highlanders. So youth all over the field for the Highlanders as you look at this football team.
First and 20.
They're going to be backed up 10 yards, so it'll be first down and 20 now. Back across midfield at the Highlander 47-yard line. 7.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Highlanders on their opening drive.
Gavin Fusil in the backfield there, as you mentioned, has yet to touch the rock.
As Flores with Fusil lead blocking. Flores around the right side,
space.
gets the corner, avoids one tackle. JoJo's got speed, and he's got the Highlander first down.
Yeah, JoJo showing off the wheels on that play there. He is fast.
25-yard run.
When he has the ball in his hand, he's capable of making big plays. We haven't seen a whole lot of JoJo throughout the season due to injuries, but excited to have him back.
Absolutely. JoJo Flores, Jr. for the Highlanders. Probably will be taking the snaps next year under center, showing what he can do there on that run, getting the first down for the Highlanders inside the Falcon 30 at the 29-yard line. First and 10, under 7 minutes remaining here as the Highlander opening drive continues downfield.
Yeah, opening drive, you would think going according to plan as Coach Pereira wanted to set the tone, running the football and dominating on the offensive line.
And keeping that electrifying Cambridge offense off the field. Dante Howard, their quarterback, a tremendous player. As Flores gives that one to Fusil, and Gavin wrapped up immediately. Good job there by the Cambridge defense. As Fusil gets his first touch, loses about a yard on the play. Second down and 11 for the Highlanders.
1 yard loss to the run by number 1, Gavin Fusil. Second and 11.
Fusil, one of the seniors we celebrated this evening as well. 14 seniors on this team, as not only is tonight the backyard rivalry, the battle for the picket fence, it's also senior night here at Dilboy. As keeping it right up the middle, another one of those Highlander GBL All-Stars, Mateus Fernandez. As he burrows under. Gains a few, gets about 3 yards on that play. Third down and 8 now for the Highlanders. Definite 4-down territory here for the Highlanders as well. Unless we're going to get a Tim Jones field goal attempt.
Might be out of range right now.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But hopefully we get to see one.
We've
tonight,
been waiting for a Tim Jones field
That's
goal
what we've been waiting
all
for.
year long. It's senior night. Tim's a senior. So this is the opportunity. Clock runs, 5 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Pineda split it out right here to the near side. Shotgun formation. And JoJo right up the middle. Tripped up as he gets the first. He might have fallen on the 20-yard line. I'm not sure. Maybe the 20-yard line reached up, grabbed it. But he burst through that hole. It's a 3rd down and inches, or are they going to give him the first?
Looks like they're going to move the chains.
They are moving the chains. First down.
Number 5, JoJo
Smallest opening there, but JoJo found it. He
Touchdown.
bursted through there.
Wow, JoJo saw that opening and burst straight through. Excellent job by number 5. So we get a little preview of what may come in the future. First down and 10 for the Highlanders, just inside the Falcon 20. Highlander opening drive, taking time off the clock. As this time JoJo split up wide to the top of the screen. Direct snap will be the situation as Lewis gets it. Ryan looking for some room there on the left-hand side of the line, but there is nothing doing there as a flock of Falcons brought him right down.
Oh, yeah, and the Falcons were excited to make that play there. Led by Ryan Lewis for the Falcons.
Second down and 10 after no gain there for Lewis. 8-minute drive so far to open out this game for the Highlanders, and they're still going inside the 20. Second down and 10. As Pineda now, he'll take the snap. Goes to the right, gets through a hole. Nice job by the right-hand side of the offensive line, giving Marcos the hole. As he pushes inside the 5, pushed back at the 2-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Highlanders.
Yeah, credit the offensive line there, going right off the tackle on the right side. Pineda finding plenty of room, picking up that first and goal for the Highlanders.
It's always so pleasing to me to see a young player, specifically on the high school level, but even a sophomore, even better, a sophomore, showing that patience. Let those blocks develop. Let the big boys get in there and eat so you can get the hole opened up for you, and that's what Marcos did there. First and goal now for the Highlanders from the 2.
And from the 2, the Highlanders have plenty of ways to attack you.
Flores under center, full house backfield behind him. The give is to Fusil, and Fusil is in for the Highlander touchdown.
Touchdown, Highlanders!
Going right off the right side once again between the guard and the center. Fusil finding plenty of room into the end zone. Great drive for the Highlanders.
Excellent drive for the Highlanders as they take almost 10 minutes off of the clock. A 9-minute and 13-second drive for the Highlanders to open out this game results in a touchdown. And Tim Jones on for the point after for the Highlanders. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is no good. Tim got underneath that one a little bit. Popped it up into the air, didn't quite get the distance on it, so 6-0 is the Highlander lead after the 2-yard touchdown plunge by Gavin Fusil. And the Highlanders have led off this game exactly as they wanted, Eddie.
Yeah, exactly how Coach Pereira drew it up, right? It's probably the conversation in the locker room. We need to set the tone here, getting the ball first. Offensive line did its job, and they utilized that stable of running backs that they have.
Really quick, mention the football all-stars, the GBL all-stars for the football team. Marcos Pineda, Gavin Fusil, Mateus Fernandez, and Rocky Thompson. In addition to that, Highlanders all-stars throughout the fall sports, 20 total GBL all-stars, as they had 2 all-stars on the volleyball court, the playoff competitive, qualifying volleyball team, Alexis Bowie, as well as Kate Timmons. And cross country, the boys, Henry Omora, Oliver Wicks, Henry Zakor, and Robert Leone or Zeracor, I should say. Sorry about that, Henry. Henry Zeracor and Robert Leone were the GBL All-Stars. On the girls' side, their GBL championship team, 2 All-Stars for them, Greta O'Sullivan and Marley Thrasher. And the girls' soccer team, as I noted, 2 straight GBL championships, multiple All-Stars on that squad as well as Leela Smee, Delia Richardson, Caitlin Logue, and Wendy Santos achieve GBL All-Star status for the girls' soccer team. And on the boys' side of the soccer pitch, they also had a couple All-Stars as Amani Mixon and Gabe Dos Reis were able to be GBL All-Stars this year. So congratulations to those athletes. Tremendous season here in the fall. You can check out some of their highlights here on Somerville Ed TV. We have coverage of the cross-country, GBL cross-country meet, as well as mini volleyball and soccer games throughout the season, as well as their playoff games also. So you can check that out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, mash those buttons for us. We keep going towards 3,000 subscribers. Help us out with that by mashing those buttons for us. It's 2:47 remaining here in the first quarter. Highlanders, after a great first drive, finding pay dirt, lead 6-0, and Cambridge's offense is about to get the ball.
Little onside kick from Tim Jones there.
And Jones with the onside kick. Did the
Highlanders
get it? I think they did.
It's Gavin Fusil with the ball. Did it cross? Yeah.
And it did. The Highlander offense will be back out as head coach David Pereira pulls out the onside kick
Rolling the
and
dice.
gets the recovery.
Thought we might see a little razzle-dazzle or trickery in this game today, and here it comes.
Tim
the onside kick.
Tim Jones wants another opportunity at a point after, so he made a perfect onside kick.
It was.
The Highlanders have it just across midfield in Falcon territory at the Falcon 49-yard line. 2:46 remaining in the quarter. And the Falcon offense has yet to touch the ball as the Highlanders with the ball. Direct snap to Ryan Lewis. We've got false start is the call against the Highlanders.
False start.
And that's
Offense.
it's difficult in this first quarter specifically because you're used to one voice if you're the line. And now you're hearing how many different voices. We've seen Pineda take a direct snap, we've seen Lewis take direct snaps, we've seen JoJo taking snaps, and so you're hearing a lot of different snap counts and voices and cadences.
Yep. Exactly. Not an easy job being a center.
No. Cam Pereira, Highlander center. He can tell you about that. One of those seniors as well. First down and 15 for the Highlanders from the Highlander 46-yard line. From the shotgun. JoJo, he'll keep it. Looking for a block. Gets run down from behind after a gain of about 3 yards there. More like 2. Be a second down and 13 for the Highlanders.
2-yard run by number 5, JoJo Flores. Second and 13.
Second and 13, we've seen the Highlanders have plenty of success on the ground in past games, and this game included. So, not going to be surprised if we don't see them throw here, especially with JoJo quarterback.
I'm sitting here watching the fact there's 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. It's second down and 13, and Sam D'Souza, who can throw the ball effectively, will be back out on the field at the beginning of the second quarter. So we'll see what they decide to do here towards the end here of this quarter as the snap goes to Pineda. Marcos has room here near side. He's got JoJo blocking as Pineda's got one man to beat. He gets brought down just outside the 10. Touchdown saving tackle by Jamai Lewis.
Marcos Pineda showing off there, finding the edge and picking up plenty of yardage. Cambridge just able to save a touchdown there.
Highlanders first down.
They don't have to have the guy who can throw the ball. They can just keep running it like this.
Leave Pineda in at quarterback.
Absolutely. Pineda taking the direct snap. He began doing that in that Malden game. That last drive against Malden, Sam was struggling with a leg injury in that game, and that's when Marcos was able to get, I believe he got the game-winning touchdown in overtime in that game off of a direct snap. Minute 10 remaining in the quarter. Highlander offense has yet to leave the field. Pineda looking for the direct snap. He's got
Take it
Fernandez.
again, yep.
He'll go the other way, though, as he counters back to
did
the
he get
right.
there?
He's in for the Highlander touchdown.
Highlanders!
I said it earlier, Marcos Pineda could be the MVP of this Somerville Highlanders football team, and only a sophomore. Just showing off there.
As Pineda, with a great job, reading once again the blocking, a counter that time as he had Fusil and Fernandez on the left-hand side. He countered it back to the right and was able to get in for the touchdown. And the Highlanders lead 12-0. 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Falcons have yet to touch the ball offensively, and the Highlanders are looking to make it 14-0 with a 2-point conversion. As Fusil. And JoJo trying to find the edge. He dives in for the 2 points. As JoJo Flores around the edge is able to get the 2 for the Highlanders. They lead 14-0.
JoJo said, I know Sam D'Souza's waiting on that sideline to come in, but I want to stay in, Coach. And he's putting everything on the field here tonight, diving to the end zone.
Flores leaving it out there with that dive. Gets the 2 points. Highlanders lead 14-0. After the Fusil touchdown, after the long 9-minute drive, then the onside kick, then the Highlanders, off of Pineda's great run, both to get into scoring position as well as to finish off that drive. And the Highlanders up 2 scores, and the Falcon offense hasn't even seen the field.
It's been a perfect first quarter for
Absolutely.
the Highlanders. Exactly what you want. You don't want that Cambridge offense touching the ball, and Highlanders two possessions, 2 scores.
I was going to say, operationally, I think you should play Sam Harmon there.
Highlanders once again lined up for the kick. Let's see what they dial up here. They had the onside last time.
Coach Barrett wouldn't dare call 2, right?
Wouldn't
2
dare.
onside
Dave
kicks,
would
right?
never do that. What are you talking? Oh,
There we
and
go.
there it is. Here we go. Hit, and the Highlanders are on it. Oh, my goodness, we have a flag thrown.
Flag on the play.
As there was a Falcon lit up
on that play.
on that play.
Wow.
I believe that will draw the foul. And
Unfortunately, I think that'll draw the foul, but that might make a couple of highlight tapes. I think the rule is you can't touch the player, right? Until
the ball is recovered.
You can't
or
touch
touched.
it, or touched. Yep, the ball has to be touched first.
Now the question is, was the ball touched though?
Yeah.
Honestly, and that's what they're talking about
If we
right
had
now.
replay, it would be pretty
It
darn
was very close.
Yeah. And it's gonna, yep.
We're gonna get an illegal block against the Highlanders. It's going to be the call, so the Falcons will get possession. So the Highlanders had recovered that onside kick.
That was another well-executed onside
Absolutely
kick.
it was. Just under a minute remaining in the first quarter. Falcons will have good field position from the Highlander 41.
10-yard penalty.
After the 10-yard penalty, 56 seconds remaining, and the Falcon offense is out there. Dante Howard, last game of his high school career, he's finally out onto the field. It's taken an entire quarter for their starting quarter to get back to hit the field too.
Yeah, he must have been a little worried when he saw that onside kick, but now he has an opportunity to get some points here for the Falcons.
Keep an eye here near side number 4, Jordell Sanchez.
Run the ball.
Run right up the middle, and there's Gavin Fusil saying no, sir, after a gain of 1.
Player down.
Falcon is down. I believe that was the running back. As they're able to have Benia Guevara up, he'll be heading off under his own strength.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll get to see him back out on the field. He is also a two-way player, linebacker as well as the starting halfback. Clock rolls, under 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Second down and 9 for the Falcons at the Highlander 40.
And that's going to be Xavier Santos in the backfield now for the Falcons.
Trips here to the near side. Lone receiver at the top. Shotgun formation. As Howard takes the snap. Fusil coming in from behind, almost got home. Good pass out here to the near side. Joseph Darridge makes the makes the catch, but paid for it. That was Pete Marr, who just came flying in with the hit after the reception. Really good job holding on to that ball.
At the end of the first quarter,
Good job holding on to the ball. Better job there by Marr to close the gap and make that play.
Yeah, Pete Marr, a sophomore on this team, very, very talented. We've gotten to call his name quite a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, we ask
As this is the end of the first quarter, Highlanders, we move to the second quarter, leading in the battle for the picket fence as they look to get that fence back after a 4-year, I should say, stay over in Cambridge. They lead 14-0. As that first quarter, Eddie, it was exactly as head coach David Pereira drew it up.
That was perfect. That might have been the best quarter that they played all season, quite frankly. I mean, they looked great there in that first quarter.
Led by many of their GBL All-Stars. Gavin Fusil, an excellent job, got a 2-yard touchdown run, culminating a 9-minute and 17-second drive that the Highlanders had to open out this game. Then GBL All-Star Marcos Pineda took over for a little while, busted out a big 35-yard run, and then finished it off with a 11-yard counter for the Highlander touchdown, capped off by a 2-point conversion from a diving JoJo Flores. And the Highlanders lead 14-0 as we move here to the second quarter.
And we'll have a third down here, very important third down for the Cambridge Falcons.
Third down and 6 for the Falcons. 4-down territory, I would say, for them, trailing by 2 scores already. Again, keep your eye down here near side. Jordell Sanchez, very tall, very difficult receiver to handle. Howard back to pass, tried the screen as Mateus Fernandez up in his face, along with Avilio Lopez.
It looked like he was trying to get the ball to Lewis and just overthrew him there and over the head of Lewis. And he had plenty of space in front of him, so Highlanders got lucky there.
Yeah, Lewis had a ton of space there in front of him. As the Highlanders came blitzing off that strong side. 4th down and 6 now for the Falcons. So they have trip receivers here to the near side. They've moved Jordell Sanchez to the top of your screen on the far side of the field. Coming out in motion is Jemai Lewis. Howard with the empty backfield.
They might have gone the Highlanders there.
And they got the offsides from the Highlanders as Howard was able to get him leaning. That's not going to earn the first down, I don't believe.
Makes it offside. A whole lot easier now to pick up 1 yard here.
Certainly does.
Yep.
4th and 1.
4th down and 1 now for the Falcons as Howard was able to use the hard count to get those 5 yards for them. They keep Sanchez at the top of the screen. Now it's under center, and he's just going to push forward as Howard looks to get the first, and he'll get across the Highlander 30 or to the Highlander 30, which is enough for the first down.
2-yard run by number 2, Dante Howard. 1st and 10.
First down and 10 now for the Falcons. Clock rolls as we have just underway here in the second quarter from Dilboy Stadium. Howard gets the signal from the sidelines. He's joined in the backfield by Jemai Lewis, number 7. Howard back to pass, blitz coming in.
Oh.
And we're going to have incidental contact. Oh, my goodness gracious. The official
flag of the play
on the far side, who it was in front of, did not pull the flag, but the back official did. A pass interference is going to be called against the Highlanders.
Yeah, always interesting when the back judge kind of throws the flag there.
The extremely late flag there. The contact had happened, the ball.
It seemed like one of those bang plays where you're just running down the field and your feet kind of get tangled up with the other guy.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I am curious how catchable that was.
That's another question right there.
But
1st and 10.
As Howard has been under pressure, he's been hit a few times after making those passes.
Yeah, I believe
First down and 10 now.
Gavin Fusil coming in on the blitz on the last play there.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons at the Highlander 15. Helped out by the PI. They spread the field very wide here with Sanchez beyond the numbers here to the near side. Jet sweep opportunity, and that's exactly why they spread him that far, looking for the jet sweep, trying to get around the corner. Good job there by Lewis. Flag comes in as Lewis was being held by Sanchez. So we're going to get a holding called against Cambridge there on the corner. Really good job by Ryan Lewis holding his position and forcing Sanchez, to make that hold. As you saw Sanchez lining up outside of those numbers, you knew they were broadening out the field for a reason. And the jet sweep came.
Yeah, the jet sweep came, and it worked for all intents and purposes, but Sanchez just got called holding there where he didn't have to.
Yeah, that's true. Holding is going to be the call. That's going to back it up.
Yeah.
10 from the point of the foul. The foul occurred probably around the 11-yard line, so it'll back it up to about the 21, I would say. Oh, no, it actually occurred around the 6. So it's going to back up to the 16. So it'll be first down and 2 from the 17-yard line.
First and 12.
Or 12, I'm sorry. Highlanders picked up 2 yards.
Here we go.
As you see the spread formation here for the Falcons, they get Sanchez out wide to the top of your screen now. He's in motion. Howard back to pass. Looking for Sanchez. He gets flushed out here to the near side. Goes to the end zone. And that is out of bounds as Sanchez made the catch. But he was out of bounds. Sanchez, a very tall target there. Big target for Howard.
The pass to number 4, Jordell Sanchez, is incomplete.
Brings up second down and 12 now for the Falcons.
Yeah, tight coverage there by the Highlanders, forcing Sanchez to only catch that ball out of bounds.
Also, good job getting Howard off of his spot. That's something they want to do. They don't want to let Howard get comfortable in that pocket. You've seen them blitzing. Fusil has been flying in from his linebacker position.
Yeah, this Falcons offense can certainly put up numbers, so you don't want Howard to get comfortable back there.
4 wide receivers once again. Sanchez is down here, the lone receiver to the near side. Howard rolling to his right. He's got time. Looks for and finds a receiver just inside the 10-yard line. As Marr had the defense there, I believe that's Nico Santos who made that catch. Comes up limping. Santos unable to get off the field. So third down, and we're going to call it a short 5 is what I'm going to call it.
Short
it's close to 4. Highlanders with the 2-score lead, 14-0. Falcons have been able to drive a short field as they began this drive at the Highlander 49-yard line.
They'll spread it out again.
Howard under center this time, trying to get them to jump, honestly, is probably why he's up there. And a timeout's going to be taken. I believe that's Cambridge taking the timeout as they've tried to get the Highlanders to jump there to earn the first down. The Highlanders had jumped earlier. Did not that time. Good patience by the Highlanders. Timeout on the field, 9:55 remaining in the first half. Opportunity to talk to you really quickly about what we have coming up here on Somerville Ed TV. You might have noticed if you're looking at our feed, which I know you are because, of course, you have mashed your buttons, and thank you very much for that. You have noticed some hockey games popping up as Joe Constantine has been reaching into the vault. Yes, reaching deeply within the vault for winters past. High school runs of playoffs for the Highlander hockey team. We have a couple posted right now. Keep your eye out for some other playoff runs for winter teams of the past, as Joe Constantine loves to open up the Highlander vault here at Somerville. Ed TV, see what he can find to entertain all of our followers. And of course, this coming season, we're hoping to have more playoff action as the hockey team looking to get back into the playoffs for the third straight season. The Highlander boys basketball team looking for an improvement upon last season. And the girls basketball team, there's rumors that they will be challenging for quite a few victories this year. So keep your eyes here on Somerville. Ed TV, keep up with that winter Highlander sports action. As we have this third down play here, Howard fakes.
Oh, he's got pressure in his face.
He breaks away, and that's got to be grounding.
You would think, and no flag.
No flag. There it is.
You got to ask
goodness
for it. You got to
gracious.
beg for the flag. There it is.
I mean, he was throwing it to the chain gang, and there was not a Falcon anywhere near it, and it did not go out of bounds, and he was not out of the pocket. So I'm just checking off all the rules.
All the boxes there. That's intentional grounding.
That is intentional grounding. 9:49 remaining. Great job there by the Highlander defense getting the pressure. I believe that was Mateus Fernandez getting in there.
It looked to me like it was, Mateus Fernandez from his linebacker spot coming in. And
GBL All-Star Mateus Fernandez. I just love saying that. Gavin, you saw coming. You knew that was coming. Rocky, you knew was coming because, tremendous leaders on this team, defensive, offensive captain. But Mateus Fernandez, we've talked about it all year. His blocking in there from the fullback position and his running from the fullback position and his play at the linebacking position. Just tremendous throughout the year.
Great to see that other people saw what we saw. Right?
Exactly. Yep. Another one of the seniors here we celebrate here on senior night as it is 4th and long, 4th and 19 for the Falcons. Howard from the shotgun. Back to pass. Under pressure again. He sidesteps and throws downfield. That's going to be a pass interference, I believe.
Flag in the play.
A lot of flags on the play. And a hat. It's everywhere.
Pete Marr did not play the ball.
He did not.
Played the man. So pass interference, but the reason why it was thrown with the hat was because the penalty flag had already been thrown by him. So I don't know what that call will be. We will get that worked out.
We got the penalty flags and the hat.
I mean, a flag is when it's bad, you made a penalty.
You don't want to see the hat.
The hat is like, I already saw the penalty, now we got to do this.
We got to do this again,
And it is going to be a defensive holding, which is declined, and then the defensive pass interference, which is accepted. The PI, now here's the interesting point. Pass interference is not an automatic first down anymore. It's not.
What's it get you? 10 yards right there? 15?
It's a distance, and we'll see whether it gets them a first down. It's not an automatic first down anymore.
That spot foul.
It's a spot foul, and that's not a first down. It's not automatic first down. They're going to give it to them, but...
Well, we haven't seen it. It still says 4th down on the chain gang over there.
So it would be a 4th down. Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
4th down. 4th down and 8 now for the Falcons. A rule change recently by the MIAA to prevent teams from just throwing the ball downfield and earning first downs for not actually completing a play. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Howard takes a snap, looking for the jet sweep, looking for Lewis to get outside, and he is wrapped up and pushed back by a host of Highlanders.
Host of Highlanders. Team defense there. Closing the edge, making a play. Turnover on downs.
Really strong defensive stand by the Highlanders as they hold the Falcons off the scoreboard. They had a short field. The aid of a pass interference.
Yep. The aid of multiple penalties on that
Very
drive.
true.
Yeah.
Almost changed a 4th and 6 to a 4th and 1 by virtue of a penalty as well. However, the Highlander defense able to stand up there and stop the jet sweep and the offense back out on the field as they found pay dirt in their first 2 drives. Now Sam D'Souza out there under center for the Highlanders. As D'Souza hands off to Fusil. Fusil trying to find a hole.
Yards. Yep.
Gavin Fusil, 3 yards, and a cloud of turf dust.
3-yard run
Second
by number
down
1,
and
Gavin
7.
Fusile. 2nd and 7.
As the Highlanders lead 14-0, 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Highlanders dominated the first quarter of play as they had time of possession, I believe, in the 12-minute quarter of 11 minutes and about 8 seconds.
Yeah, surely felt like they almost had the whole first quarter to
They
themselves.
certainly did. As D'Souza
Hand it
gives
off
it
to
up to
fullback there.
Fernandez, and there's Mateus Fernandez picking his way forward, able to get a few yards and make it a very reasonable third down here for the Highlanders. Third down and 2.
Mateus Fernandez. 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, and they got options here. Once again, they can hand it off to Mateus Fernandez or utilize Gavin Fusile, or hey, they can even use D'Souza here.
Yeah, Sam will tuck it and run. Sam will just
Yeah.
go forward and let you push him from behind. Either one will work. We've seen it all work.
I can't.
I formation behind D'Souza.
Oh,
And
Got
we
movement
have
there.
a jump there,
Yep.
right? They're gonna call false start.
false start.
Flag on the
Really?
play.
And now we
And we
have a
have another
flag
flag.
during
Another flag on the play.
some discussions along the line of scrimmage, and I don't know.
They're moving. We got fingers pointing in both directions.
Yeah.
here.
The defensive player
Okay.
jumped, no
Yeah.
question. I don't know if he entered the neutral zone, but that did
But
cause.
they're gonna give you a false start before that, and then unsportsmanlike against Cambridge.
All right.
Okay.
So the unsportsmanlike went against Cambridge,
Yep.
and
they
that will
didn't
not
give-
be an offsetting situation.
Nope.
It was post-play, so you're going to tack on 15 to whatever ends up happening.
But there was no offsides.
Right.
They saw something different there, I guess. But
I
hey,
don't-
we'll take the yardage.
We'll
and
take the yardage, exactly. First down and 10 now for the Highlanders, as they will get it at the Highlander 30-yard line. As D'Souza in with the play. Clock rolls, 7:50 remaining in the first half. Highlanders up 14-0. They would love nothing more than to drive down the field and not give the Falcons back the ball until the second half. The Falcons will receive the second half kickoff. As driving forward is Gavin Fusile. Gain of about a yard on that one, as he was met in the
1-yard
hole.
run by number
Dennis
1,
Ambrose
Fusile.
in there to make the tackle.
2nd and 9.
And we'll have another Falcon player down
Another
here.
Falcon player
Yeah,
down.
that's
That
number
one
4
is
there.
Jordell Sanchez. That is their wide receiver, Jordell Sanchez. And defensive back, obviously. So their starting halfback went out on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't believe we've seen him come back. yet.
We've not seen Benia Guevara return, and now Sanchez, he's up quickly. So he's able to come off the field under his own power. Clock rolls again, 7:10 remaining in the half. Highlanders have it, 2nd down and 9 from their 31. D'Souza has the play. Highlanders have yet to air the ball out. No pass attempts for the Highlanders yet today. Building the 14-0 lead, all on the ground. Fusile, Pineda, both of them running very well. Mateus Fernandez as well. As this is direct snap to Ryan Lewis. He's got a little space. He's got the corner, and he's thrown down, but not until he gains the Highlander first down across the 40-yard line. That was a suplex tackle.
It was.
And a
Had to use all his strength to slow down
touchdown.
Ryan Lewis on that play. And that's the 3rd time he carried the ball and finally able to pick up positive yards. He picked up a first down.
Now, Ryan Lewis, a very electrifying player for the Highlanders. Like I said earlier, he's been so close on many kick returns
Yes.
to getting that last man, beat that last man. Nearing 6 minutes left in the half.
And they'll come out in the same formation.
Lewis once again. This time he'll run right up the
Oh.
middle, little counter back the other direction, and he's got the Highlander first down across the 50, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line.
It worked on the left side. Now let's try the right side and same result.
Power counter.
Yep.
That's what Bob Silva, the offensive coordinator for the Highlanders, likes. He likes to power run, and then he likes to counter off of that power look. And that is exactly what we've seen. We saw Pineda score the touchdown off of that same counter look. And Lewis right there reading that counter, bouncing it to the right. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Highlanders in Falcons territory at the 45, first down and 10. I formation behind D'Souza.
Oh, fumble there.
Fumble there.
Picks
Sam picks it up, and he's going to gain some yardage and more as Sam rumbling down the field gets 8 yards on the broken play.
Hey, we said he could run it, right? We said he could kind of push himself forward, and that's kind of what he did there on that play. Kind of tumbled forward and picked up about 8 yards.
Actually, is that Pineda in there?
Oh, that was D'Souza that ran the ball.
Okay, it was D'Souza. I just saw Pineda up, running, walking around, and mistook the 0 and 9 for a moment. As Sam gets the play from Bob Silva.
Yeah, good job by Sam turning that fumble or that kind of muff snap there into something positive.
That more than anything else, Sam's cool presence on the field is something the Highlanders are really going to have to find something to replace.
He's been cool, calm, and collected the whole season.
Full house backfield as they shift the strong side to the far side. Pitch is to Fusil. He's got blockers. Good job there by Cambridge as they meet him right in the hole. I believe that was number 51. Sebastian Dumoulin with the hit there. Good job by Dumoulin. He was able to slough off the block and really fill that hole.
Yep, credit Dumoulin there getting a solo tackle and making a play.
3rd down and 2 now. Falcon territory at the 37. Definite 4-down territory for the Highlanders. They've got the full house look once again.
Go back
Actually,
to
no,
Ryan Lewis,
direct snap here. Ryan Lewis back there. As Lewis in that wildcat look. He'll follow the blockers. He finds a hole, cuts it back to the left side, gets the Highlander first down across the 30. He's down at the 28-yard line.
I almost lost him there, and in kind of the crowd that was there in the middle of the field. For a second, I thought he was going to spin out to the right side. He was kind of in the middle of the field.
He's small. He'll get
lost
through
in the
those
crowd,
holes. He'll get lost in those, and then he bursts forth from them.
Just picks up the first down.
Absolutely. 1st and 10. Highlanders have it at the Falcon 28-yard line. Homage to Chris Berman as the clock continues to tick, 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 tick. Looking for the direct snap once again. This time it's Pineda. As he gets around, he's got Fusil with him, and he's going to speed all the way down for the Highlander touchdown for a moment until it comes back due to the holding.
And that's what they're going to call.
And that's what they're calling.
Yep. Celebration was short-lived there.
Very short-lived. As the holding is going to be called on the corner there as it got turned by Pineda. The referees say due to a hold. Clock rolls, 2:40 remaining in the half. It will be first down, and let's see here, 6 for the Highlanders from the Falcon 25-yard line.
It looks like we have JoJo Flores coming in.
JoJo Flores into the game. Trip receivers to the far side. Pineda's your lone receiver down low. Fusil in the backfield with him. JoJo following the block from Fusil. Sidesteps one tackler. Powering forward. Gets some help from the big boys and gets the Highlander first down.
Got a lot of help there from the Highlander offensive line. You got to credit a couple of players. 60, we saw Evelio Lopez involved.
Evelio Lopez, yep.
And your
Solomon
guy.
Ashmal. Solomon Ashmal, the big man. I love it when Salmon gets involved. He's big. He's able to move the pile.
He can move some people around.
He really can. So we have a hurt Falcon on the field. Another Falcon on the field, down.
And he'll bounce right up.
Yep.
And that's
number 51. That's one of their defensive captains, Sebastian Dumoulin, who made that great tackle earlier. I believe that's Dumoulin. It may be. It's either, it was at 50 or 50?
That could be 50,
I think that's
actually, on
50.
that
That's
play.
another one of the
Oh,
captains,
yeah.
Dan Sambrose.
Yeah, injuries kind of starting to pile up here for the Falcons.
That is true.
Jordel Sanchez has yet to enter the game, or return to the game, I should say.
Jojo Flores still in, taking snaps. He'll take the direct snap and run it as he gets about 4 yards on that play. They're going to give him 3, actually. So 2nd down and 7 now for the Highlanders. 1:32 remaining. Timeout taken. The Highlanders
Timeout, Somerville.
dominating time of possession, which is
Absolutely.
exactly what they wanted to do coming into this game. And I talked about earlier at the beginning of this game, Eddie, that the Highlander coaching staff felt like they had
An advantage,
an
right?
advantage
Yep.
in the trenches, and we're seeing that play out as the linebacker blitzes have really been able to get Howard off of his spot on the defensive side for the Highlanders. And you watch what this offensive line is doing, the holes that they are giving those runners, Pineda and Flores, as well as Lewis, and our main man Gavin Fusil, who has not really burst out.
Not
He has
yet.
a 2-yard touchdown, but
and we
he hasn't
haven't
really
even
burst one.
really called Ismail Mack's name
Exactly.
either. And
Exactly. So, I mean, it's going exactly as the Highlanders
going
would
to
draw
plan.
it up.
they just need to finish this quarter here, finish this drive off, and they'll have full control of this game.
Yeah, it does feel that way. Of course, Falcons will be getting the opening kickoff in the second half. Highlanders took the opening kickoff of the game, a 9-minute, 17-second drive. It resulted in a 2-yard Gavin Fusil touchdown. Extra point was missed. And then onside kick for the Highlanders. And by the way, they will be kicking off, I should say. Let me rephrase the way I'm talking about the possession at the beginning of the second half.
I would think the Falcons come out ready for an onside kick.
One
would hope you would expect that.
The Highlanders recovered the second onside kick as well. Just an illegal block brought it back to the Falcons. So the Highlanders will be kicking off to begin the second half. Who will have possession after that? I'm not totally sure.
We shall see. To be
Second
continued.
down and 7 for the Highlanders inside the Falcon 15. Full house backfield shotgun.
Pass attempt.
As D'Souza throws that one up, Pineda, he was just being held everywhere. As we've seen Marcos Pineda go up and make beautiful catches right in that area of that end zone, as a matter of fact. And so the pass interference, I think the film may have gotten out on Marcos.
Yeah, we've seen him make some highlight tape catches. Usually just needs even one hand to make a catch.
Yeah,
Right
I
there,
know,
he couldn't get any hands up on that play. He was being held.
So the pass interference, the PI is the call.
Pass interference.
Marked off, it will
Defense.
result in a first down. As the yardage will get the Highlanders first and goal inside the 10 at the Falcon 7-yard line. Clock is stopped with 1:28 remaining in the half. Highlanders leading 14-0, looking to go up 3 scores here at the half as they look to take that picket fence back from Cambridge for the first time in 5 years. Fusil. Direct snap to Lewis. He's got the blockers in front of him around the edge, coming into the short side. Tried to run that sweep here to the short side. Got a couple of yards out of it there inside the 5. He was forced out at the 3.
Yeah, they have found success on this drive with Ryan Lewis kind of hitting the hole there off tackle.
3-yard run by number 4, Ryan Lewis. Second and goal.
That time following his blockers, he's had success. He and Pineda both countering off of those blocks as well as following those blocks. As in this situation, let's see, we'll have Lewis back in the backfield again. You have Fernandez and Fusil to his left as blockers. Stacked receivers are D'Souza and Pineda. As Lewis looks to get to the left. Fusil tries to get the block out there, but he's wrapped up. A nice job by the Falcons, stringing that one out and bringing down Ryan Lewis, not giving him any kind of gap to get through.
Yeah, and I believe that was number 7 for the Falcons, Jemai Lewis, making the play there.
3-yard line.
Jemai Lewis, a sophomore for the Falcons. We've called his name quite a bit. He's played very well this evening.
Yeah, he's been very active on the defensive side, and he's been involved offensively as well.
Clock rolls, 50 seconds remaining. Third down and goal from the Highlanders from the 7. See what they dial up here as D'Souza back in the shotgun. He's got Fernandez back there with Fusil. He's back to pass. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run it. And he's going to get the Highlander touchdown!
That's a veteran play there. It's a heads-up play by D'Souza. He was looking to throw it, but he knew he had plenty of space in front of him and took advantage of it.
We've watched it all year long, Eddie.
This
This is his third year running this offense.
Yes.
You really see it. He can make the read. When he makes those reads, he reacts. He does not wait around. If he didn't see him open, I'm off. I'm going
First
to the
read
end
wasn't
zone.
there. Let me just take off and find the end zone.
Highlanders leading this one 20-0 pending. The 2-point conversion, 36 seconds remaining in the half as the Highlanders have dominated this first half of play against the Falcons.
Yeah, and choosing to go for 2 here. And they'll come out with Pineda lined up.
Pineda is
center. Yep.
set up for the direct snap as he has Kerry
He
Alphonse
looks
in
like he
front of
wants
him
to throw
too.
it. Nope.
Pineda is going to cut it in, and he's in for the 2 points. Thought for a second about
he's
tossing that ball.
Not sure if that was by design or if he was just giving us a little pump fake, but it worked.
It worked, whatever it was, got him off balance. The Highlanders lead 22-0. 36 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Just everything going the Highlanders' way here in the
No
first
doubt.
half.
So 2-point conversion there by Pineda. 22-0. The Highlanders have had 3 offensive possessions, and they have found the end zone 3 times from 3 different people: Gavin Fusil, Marcos Pineda, and Sam D'Souza.
Yeah. You think these boys are ready to play?
I think they were.
They
as a
came
matter
ready
of
to
fact.
play tonight. Yep.
Now, 36 seconds remaining. We may actually see a full-on kickoff.
I think we will.
I think so.
I'm not going to hold my breath.
I'm ready just in case. Tim Jones kicking this one away. He'll pop this one up, a little squib kick. Fielded.
That was a nice wrap-up tackle there.
There it was. Kerry Alphonse getting involved there. I believe 28 was who made that one. That's Faith Riker. Faith, I should say. Another young sophomore player. So he made a nice coverage there on that little pooch kick. Now the Falcons will have it 31 seconds. They have 1 timeout left. Or do they have 2, actually? 2 timeouts is what's listed. But I think
I believe they have 1
They have
timeout.
1,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. And important to note here for the Falcons is number 4, Jordell Sanchez, still on the sideline.
Yes. So their best offensive playmaker, Jordell Sanchez, on the sidelines. Their starting halfback has been out after he was injured on the first play of the game. Howard finding the cupboard a bit empty here. 31 seconds remaining. Sends Lewis in motion. Howard back to pass. He's under pressure again. Avoids Fusil. He winds up and throws on the crossing pattern there. As getting open across the middle
Looked like number 9.
was Nico Santos. Cross midfield into Highlander territory at the 44-yard line. Timeout will be taken with 19 seconds remaining. Falcons will call their final timeout. And see what they can dial up here with 19 seconds left. The Falcons offense has not been on the field at all, really. They've had 1 drive. It started at the Highlander 49-yard line, and it petered out after, frankly, the Highlanders being called for the penalties. They gave them the yardage that they got down to about the 15-yard line, and then the Highlanders stomped them on the jet sweep on 4th down. The Falcon offense has been not on the field, thus it's been nullified, and when they are on the field, the Highlanders have pretty much shut them down.
Yeah, Cameron just unable to find any type of momentum. Like you said, not being on the field, you're not going to find momentum that way. And defensively, they're getting beat up by the Highlander front.
First half of football, just as head coach Dave Pereira drew it up for the Highlanders, dominating the time of possession, dominating the line of scrimmage, and dominating on the scoreboard 22-0. As Cambridge, with 19 seconds left, will try to dial something up here from the Highlander 44-yard line. 4 receivers for Howard. He's a big playmaker, though. Number 4, Jordell Sanchez on the sideline with an injury. Howard back to pass. Gavin through seal. In on Howard for the sack.
That should take us to the half, one would think, with no more timeouts left for Cambridge.
5 seconds. Can he spike it and try to get one more play? No, he will not be able to, as they were not able to get it lined up in time. Some frustration there by the Falcons as they are unable to get anything going there in the first half. Eddy, a tremendous first half of football for the Highlanders. They go to the half here in the battle for the picket fence, leading 22-0 over the Falcons, as we will be back here for second half action from Dilboy Stadium on Somerville Ed TV. We are back here at Dilboy Stadium on Somerville Ed TV. It's the battle for the picket fence, the backyard rivalry for the 134th time, Highlanders versus the Falcons of Cambridge, as the Highlanders lead this one 22-0. I'm Todd Harmon, Eddy Maldonado alongside for the second half of this game. Eddy, the first half of this game, perfect the way the Highlanders wanted it to go.
Yeah, if you're Coach Pereira, you got to be proud of this team. The way they came out in that first half and performed, they really brought it to Cambridge, dominated the offensive and defensive front. And JoJo Flores came in that first quarter, showed off a little bit, and then we had Sam D'Souza come in, and he continued to do his thing as well.
Highlanders will be kicking off here to open out the second half, but they had 2 onside kicks in the first half after they had a 9-minute-plus drive to open the game. They had an onside kick that they recovered, then scored another touchdown to lead 14-0, and then tacked on a third touchdown at the end of the half. So
and we get an
see
onside
another
kick again.
onside.
Oh, ball's loose.
Highlanders are on it. For the third time they've recovered the onside kick. This one they will keep.
Recovered by the Highlanders.
We knew it was coming.
We knew it.
We knew it had to be
Cambridge
coming, right?
knew it too.
Yeah. And they had it for a split second and just came loose.
Unable to hold on.
Yep.
So the Highlanders yet again come away with possession, as the Highlander offense will start things off here in the second half at their own 45-yard line, leading 22-0. 3 onside kicks for the Highlanders, 2 of which they have recovered. They did recover the third, but there was an illegal block involved.
Technically. And you got to credit Tim Jones there. Every single onside kick has looked exactly the same, just pinpoint precision there.
Excellent job by Timmy Jones, no question about it. Direct snap to Pineda as the whistles sound.
False start.
False start's going to be the call against the Highlanders, as the Highlanders have found great success with the Wildcat look. They will do a direct snap to either Pineda, number 0, or Ryan Lewis, number 4.
Yes.
You will see, as you look at the formation, they will have blockers to their left normally, and then they will either follow those blockers or counter to the other side away from those blockers. Pineda scored his touchdown, a 9-yard or 12-yard jaunt on exactly that.
Yeah, and if my memory serves correct, we've only seen 1 passing attempt.
As Pineda breaks through the line of scrimmage on first down and 15, he's brought down immediately.
Yeah, it was Thomas Thompson for the Falcons, kind of just hit-sticking them there.
3-yard run by number 0.
And a flag is going to be thrown as one of the Falcons was filling the ear of the referee. I don't know whether that's going to go against Falcons.
Both sides clapping,
Yeah, I'm seeing both sides clapping, so I'm confused.
Unsportsmanlike the call against the Highlanders.
Oh, the Highlanders get called for the unsportsmanlike. A very late flag in that situation.
Very late, and it seemed like, Cambridge was the one kind of doing the
jawing towards the referee and selling the foul, I guess.
The second guy always gets caught. So,
Offense.
So now it will be second down and a very long distance. As let's do the math really quickly. Second down and 27.
Not sure if there's many plays in the playbook to
I
pick up
have
27.
one. I have
What's
one.
the
They've
here?
hit. Ismail Mack is in the backfield. Watch
Okay.
for the screen to Mack. As back to passes
That's what they're
passes
going
to
for.
Souza. There's the pass. The screen looking for Ismail Mack out to the left. One of their favorite plays to run when they're looking at long down and distance.
That screen.
And we're not able to get it. We've seen that one pop for them a couple times this year.
And it might have worked there, but number 55 for the Falcons, Lucas Diaz, kind of gone the way and disrupted that one.
11:07 remaining here in the third quarter, just underway here in the second half. Highlanders recovered an onside kick, but now they are backed up with a third and eternity. Third down and 27. The line to get is the Falcon 45-yard line.
They're going to heave this one up.
D'Souza back to pass. He steps up. He's going to try to run for it now. He's got some space. Flag comes flying in on the far near side of the field as D'Souza's on the far side of the field as he gets across midfield, forced out at the 49-yard line of the Falcons. As
they'll gather and iron out the
we'll
details
see what
here.
his call is going to be. Pass interference is going to be the call against the Highlanders. As an offensive pass interference, possibly trying to run a rub.
Yeah, or one of those situations where he saw D'Souza kind of take off and might have just touched the defense a little early there and trying to block.
Possibly so. As that flag did come flying out after D'Souza had broken the pocket.
Offense.
So now they're going to back the Highlanders back further. What was a third down in eternity has turned into a third down and
37.
Lots of lengthy
10,
eternity.
Tack 10 to that 27. Yeah.
37 yards, third down and 37. Everybody out wide here to the near side, top of the screen is Pineda. As the pass goes to Pineda, they tried the pitch to Ismail Mack. Mack is free on the hook and ladder. On the hook and ladder.
He's got to use those
And Mack is able to do it for the Highlander touchdown.
We were wondering if they had a play in the playbook for 37. Oh, forget the 37. They pick up the touchdown on that play.
Oh my goodness gracious, Marcos Pineda receives the pass, pitches out to Ismail Mack. We'd been saying at halftime, Eddie.
Get Mack the
Where's
ball.
Mack?
Where is
You
he?
gotta get him the ball.
Well, there he is.
Touchdown for the Highlanders. They lead 28-0.
D'Souza's 82-yard pass is
What a
complete
play.
for a Highlanders touchdown.
Little razzle-dazzle from the Highlanders and Ismail Mack using his legs and speed. And no one was catching him on that
Nobody
play.
was.
Nobody was ready for that.
No,
play.
not at all. As Pineda made that pitch, I was worried it might have been a forward lateral. The referee
close.
right in a perfect position for it, though. And the Highlanders
Bobbled it a little bit, but he was able to execute the play.
82-yard touchdown on a third and 37 for the Highlanders. As a two-point conversion, Pineda on the left side dives forward, looks for it, and he gets the two-point conversion. The Highlanders lead this one 30-0 with 10:25 remaining in the third quarter.
Wow. And for a second there, you were worried, Highlanders, too many penalties. They're in third and forever. You don't tell me they're going to have to punt here. Nope, they dig into the playbook. And they go to Ismail Mack.
Wow. Goodness gracious, a little hook and ladder out on the far side of the field. Works to perfection. And the Highlanders have done everything they wanted to the Falcons tonight. As we have a kickoff here for the Highlanders, they have kicked it away one time, a pooch kick. They have onsided 3 times and recovered 2 of them. We will see what head coach Dave Pereira wants to do here. I think you can tell Dave does not believe in the long kickoff.
Hey, it's been 4 long years since they've won this game, all right? Just keep adding it on, keep tacking it on here.
The rivalry means you do not stop piling on. As Tim Jones, 3 perfect onsides. This
That'll
one he
go
will kick
the
away.
Longest one, yeah.
Fielded at the 25 by Lewis.
False start.
And we're going to get a false start on the Highlanders. So they'll back it up and
False
re-kick.
start, kicking team.
Now, would Coach Pereira take this as a sign that he should go ahead and onside?
He might be thinking to himself, I see, I knew it.
I knew it. I
should've
should have
just
onside.
kicked it. False start, right?
Forget it. I'm
It wasn't
onside
meant
now.
to be.
We're going to do it. Forget it.
Well, I think they play the field here and just kick this one deep.
Highlanders leading 30
Oh,
to nothing,
there
and
you
there's
go.
the onside again from the huddle. And
It's
that time
recovered there.
Cambridge
Yep.
is able to get onto it. As they broke from the little huddle trying to sneak the onside.
Recovered by Cambridge.
Cambridge able to make the recovery that time. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Falcons at the 49-yard line of the Highlanders. This is exactly where they started. They're really their first offensive possession of the game with under a minute remaining in the first quarter.
And it was their best drive, and it still
it was the best
yielded
drive.
0 points. Yep. So it'll be Xavier Santos for the Falcons in the backfield.
Back
Yeah,
to
we're
pass
going
once
Fusile.
again.
It's like-
Fusile all over him.
He's been living in the backfield.
He really has been.
Nothing.
As we have a
Howard
quarter,
can do
it's a
there.
different
Yeah.
quarterback here for.
Yep. Is that number 8 there?
It
for the
is number
Falcons?
8. Joseph Derridge, I believe.
I think you're right.
So Derridge was sacked that time by Fusile. Fusile, his second sack of the game, 8-yard loss.
Second and 18.
He pressured Howard throughout that entire first half. Now Derridge into the game.
And Howard will be lined up at wide receiver.
Howard up at wide receiver. Man in motion is Green. Back
comes
to
Fusile
pass is
again.
Derridge. Trying to get it here near side on a little wide receiver screen to Jordell Sanchez, who had come back into the game. Jordell had been injured in the first half, but came back in, but that pass behind him, unable to make the play, brings up a 3rd and long for the Falcons.
3rd and 18.
Yeah, Cambridge has to come up with something here. Fusile has just been blitzing and going untouched into the backfield.
Absolutely.
You would think they're going to send some extra help to that side or something.
As Derridge getting the play from the sideline. It is a 3rd down and 18 for the Falcons. The line to get is the Highlander 39. As
Don't make
Dante
any
Howard
mistakes
is
here
spread
for
out
the
wide to
Highlanders.
the top of the screen. Joseph Derridge in the shotgun. Jordell Sanchez bottom of the screen for the Falcons. And
And are we going to get a timeout?
timeout is
Yep.
going to be
Cambridge.
taken by the
Timeout,
Falcons.
Cambridge.
I think the Falcons were going with the hard count there, just trying to get the Highlanders to jump, and good job there to stay disciplined and force Cambridge to use their timeout.
Try to get any kind of yardage that they can. As
Yeah.
we noted, Eddie, the Falcons' offense has been going the wrong direction, and the only time they've moved forward really has been when the laundry has come out from the
Yeah,
officials
absolutely.
against the Highlanders.
I know it's 30-0, and it feels like the Highlanders have played a perfect game, which they, to a certain extent they have. But the only knock has been the penalties, kind of piling up for the Highlanders. That's about it.
Timeout on the field, 9:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Highlanders leading this one 30-0 as they look to stop the 4-game win streak of the Falcons in this rivalry. As both teams have been on streaks recently, the Highlanders had just completed a 4-year streak beating Cambridge from 2015 to 2018. And then Cambridge has been on that 4-year streak that they are on since 2019. No game in 2020 due to COVID. And then Cambridge scored the highest point total in the history of the rivalry a
2022.
couple years back in 2022 with 49. Highlanders sitting here with 30 with 9:20 remaining in the third quarter. Just saying. Third down and long here for the Falcons. 3rd and 18, looking to get to the Highlander 39. Man in motion, is back to pass. Looking downfield to Sanchez, and he's unable to bring it in. That pass was short. He tried to bring it in, haul it in, and was unable to. Looking for a flag, but not going to get it is Jordell Sanchez. Good defense there by the Highlanders.
And the reason why it was short, Gavin Fusil in the face of damage once again.
Headed for number 4, Jordell Sanchez is incomplete.
As Darridge
4th and 18.
under pressure consistently.
Credit Darridge for even getting that pass off there, knowing pressure was coming right at him.
Absolutely. So being up 4th down here, we'll see what the Falcons want to do. Are they going to give the Highlanders the possibility of an extremely short field? It looks like it, as no punter has been brought onto the field.
Got to expect the hard count to come here, so Highlanders need to stay disciplined.
4th and 18 for the Falcons. Darridge taking the shotgun, snap. Sanchez near side trips to the top. Darridge play
Here
action.
comes the blitz. Yep.
And the screen comes out here to Lewis, and he is hit and knocked out immediately. Excellent work there by the Highlanders as Lewis was able to slough off the blocker and just square right up on him.
Got nowhere to go there for the runner. Jemiah Lewis had nowhere to run, and Ryan Lewis making another play on defense.
Jemiah Lewis taken down by Ryan Lewis, and the Highlanders get the ball turnover on downs for Cambridge. Highlanders get the ball, great field position, the Cambridge 39-yard line to begin this drive, as the Highlanders have had 4 drives and 4 touchdowns so far this game.
They're playing the best game of their season here. They're running on all cylinders here.
Coming off a 3rd and 37 that they achieved to the tune of an 82-yard touchdown. Fusil now, as he breaks the tackle, he's running with meaning and power out of bounds as he gets the Highlander first down across the 30 to the 26-yard line.
13-yard run by number 1.
We have not seen Gavin get to gallop yet tonight.
Not yet.
I think maybe we're going to see some power from Mr. Fusil here. He's been used mainly as a blocker throughout the evening. And although he does have a short 2-yard touchdown plunge that opened the scoring for the Highlanders, we really haven't seen him break one.
You know he wants to break one.
Oh, you know he does. Especially since Mac had one.
Yeah.
I mean, Ishmael got one. Come on.
Even the odds there, yeah.
Full house backfield. Fusil gets the pitch. Looking for a hole. He gets hit right there in the hole. Powers forward through the hit. Cross the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play.
2-yard run by number 1, Gavin Fusil. 2nd and 8.
Clock runs. 8:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Highlanders with the 30-0 lead, looking to build on it. As they have dominated this game. They have dominated from the trenches. As their defense, multiple sacks from Gavin Fusil. And the offensive line has been tremendous, opening up holes for Pineda, Fusil, D'Souza, Jojo Flores, as well as Ryan Lewis and Ishmael Mack. In there, how about Mateus Fernandez? He'll take 1-2 and get a first down for the Highlanders as he gets knocked down at the 15-yard line.
You were listing names and you almost forgot number 3 there. Mateus Fernandez.
Again, so happy the GBL All-Star Committee did not forget Mateus Fernandez. Well-earned nod for Mr. Fernandez. It is actually 3rd and a very short one, 3rd and inches here for the Highlanders. As Fernandez brought down just short of that first down marker. And if you're offensive coordinator Bob Silva, you're just dialing up whatever you want right now. Heck yeah. I formation behind D'Souza.
Ooh.
As they try to load up the defensive line here to the near side. And Sam will just take it and lean forward and push and take the first down as he gets it. A nice 5-yard gain on that push.
Like you said, Todd, really Highlanders able to do whatever they want. You could do that when you have an offensive line that's pushing those boys around like they are tonight.
Absolutely. Cam Pereira out there. Salman Achmal as well. Rocky Tapa, number 52 out there on that offensive line. Just a tremendous group, a big, powerful group up there, and just running over the Falcons this game. Almost forgot. Alison Bacallo as well, number 71. Don't want to forget him on the left-hand side there.
Absolutely.
Left guard position.
It's Ryan Lewis.
Ryan Lewis on the direct snap. Sloughs off one tackle through the hole. And he falls forward, gaining about 4 or 5 yards on that play. And we get a late flag coming in as there's some extracurriculars going on in the pile. Rivalry game. We'll see who this will go against. Personal foul.
Cambridge.
Called against Cambridge. Refs need to keep an eye and control of this game. Is the scoreboard a little out of control? We've got to keep the players in control on the field.
That goes for both sides. You know,
That
even when
definitely
you're winning
does.
30-0, you want to keep your cool and get to the end of the game.
Half the distance to the goal after the personal foul. It will be first down and goal for the Highlanders. Or it should be automatic first down, wouldn't you think?
You would think so. I thought it would be first, just kind of a first down here, first and goal
Should
for them.
be first and goal, although they still have the chain gang out there at a second down and 2 now for the Highlanders. They have it at the 3-yard line, 3.5-yard line.
Yep.
Fernandez and Fusil in the backfield, I formation. The give is to
Fernandez.
Fernandez. And Mateus has nobody to touch him as he goes into the end zone. Mateus Fernandez joins the list of Highlander touchdowns today.
Everyone's joining the touchdown party tonight. Fernandez got his there, untouched in the end zone.
So Mateus Fernandez with the 4-yard touchdown run. All right, we'll go 3 yards on it. I'll give 3. Touchdown run for Mateus, who pending the extra point here, 36-0. We'll see if they go for 2, and it looks like they are. No Tim Jones out on the field. Onside kick specialist Tim Jones. That's what I'm going to call him.
That's his job tonight.
I'm going to call him that during hockey season too. What the heck? He's going to be out on the ice. I'm going to call him an onside kick specialist.
Oh, we get a QB sneak.
A QB sneak right there. Sam D'Souza just walks it into the end zone for the 2. As the Highlanders are doing what they want. As they look to take the picket fence back from Cambridge, they lead 38-0, 5:35 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, Highlanders came in with purpose into this game tonight. They're looking to snatch that picket fence and take back control of the rivalry.
No doubt about it. They are doing that in resounding fashion this evening, dominating the offensive and defensive lines and dominating time of possession and this game as they lead 38-0 with 5:35 remaining. And I mentioned it at halftime. Eddie, we may see a running clock here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
This will be the second time this year the Highlanders have
gotten a running clock at home.
A running clock. Wow. Interesting to be on the other side of that.
It is. Now we have experienced it twice this season, right?
It's a little strange.
I'm starting to get used to it.
I like it. I like it. I have to say, I like it. Kickoff here for the Highlanders. Now the question is, do we kick away, leading 38-0 with 5:35 left in the third quarter? Rivalry game.
At what point do you stop the onside kicks, or you just keep it going, keep having some fun?
And Jones, pooch
squib,
kick, squib kick. Kamai Green gets it. Green
trying to
looking
get
to
the
go to the
edge.
far side. Ryan Lewis tries to chase him down, and he does. As Ryan Lewis shows that speed
himself,
Good job by Lewis tracking him down. He's been very effective on the offensive end. He has not gotten in the end zone. One of the only primary runners for the Highlanders not getting to the end zone yet. May have to fix that later in the fourth quarter. But his defense has been very, very strong.
He's been very strong,
He's done
holding
an excellent
the edge out there,
job.
holding the corner, and he's going up against, most of the time, Jordell Sanchez.
The
best receiver for the Falcons,
Highlanders all over the field. You see it from the seniors as we celebrate senior night tonight. 14 seniors on the field for the Highlanders. But also we celebrate the youth that we see coming up. JoJo Flores, who will be taking over the offense next year likely.
Definitely.
Pineda, a sophomore, already a GBL All-Star. Ryan Lewis, a tremendous job tonight. Peter Marr has been great for them as well, another sophomore. It's back to pass. Is Darridge looking deep, and he completes that one.
Oh, actually, let's see. That ball came loose at the end, but they're gonna
give it to Sanchez. Sanchez came down with that ball into Highlander territory at the 33-yard line.
Darridge's pass to number 4, Jordell Sanchez.
Mentioned they had shut down Jordell until that play.
We jinxed it.
Yeah, my bad. Didn't mean to jinx it. Sorry.
First and 10.
First down and 10 for the Falcons. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders leading it 38-0. Darridge back to pass again. Steps to his left. Throws it out.
We're going to have a flag.
And the flag on that one is Ishmael Mack. Yeah. Joven Zexholm was who he was looking for. Mack was in defense on his back. He's going to get called for the pass interference.
And that's 2 plays now for Darridge where he's had enough time to just sit there comfortably and complete a pass.
Darridge looking good back there. Junior quarterback. Dante Howard started at the quarterback position, but Darridge was brought in. Howard now shifted to a wide receiver
Interesting.
position.
He's out there lined up at wide receiver, along with Sanchez.
4:51 remaining here in the third quarter as the Falcons are driving in the red zone. First down and 10 from the Highlander 19. Back to pass again.
Looking for Howard.
Looking for Howard.
That might have been
and that's going to be incomplete. Oh, my goodness gracious. JoJo Flores was back there defensively. He had better position for that ball, just couldn't quite hold on to it.
Just couldn't come down with it.
I think Howard was able to knock that ball out, possibly.
Yeah, I think so. And we talked about, missing JoJo Flores on the offensive side, but they've been missing JoJo Flores on the defensive side as well. And he's been holding strong tonight from his cornerback position.
No doubt about that. Excellent point. As the Highlanders back to full strength this evening for the battle for the picket fence, and they are showing it leading 38-0. 4:44 left in the third quarter. Second down and 10 from the Highlander 19. Back to pass once again. Looking for the out. That's out of bounds. Tight coverage there as he was looking for Joven Zexholm again. Good coverage on that one by Pete Marr.
Darridge's pass to
Pete Marr. Once again on the outside there, forcing a bad throw.
Third and 10.
Third down and 10 now for the Falcons. As they were able to get penetration this far into Highlander territory back in the second quarter, came up empty as they failed on a fourth down attempt. Highlanders looking to keep them off the scoreboard here. As this play sent in. Darridge from the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to pass once again. Pressure right in his face. Good defense there by the Highlanders. As they hit the quarterback as he threw it, and Pete Marr was right there defensively to knock that ball down. Great defense.
Great position by Marr. He was able to get up there, make a play, bat that ball now.
Santos is incomplete.
Played the ball very effectively, used the arm just to know where the receiver was. Not to push off or anything like that. Really textbook defense there by Pete. 4:34 remaining, clock stopped. It's going to be fourth down now as the Highlanders look to turn the Falcons away yet again in the red zone. The line to make is the Highlander 8. 3 receivers to the near side. Sanchez is the receiver at the top of the screen, defended by Ryan Lewis out there. Darridge back to pass. Blitz coming off. And once
That's a
again,
fumble,
Fusil with the sack. And that's going to go as a fumble or not.
I look like a fumble from up here, but they're going to call it incomplete either way.
I don't.
It
Either
doesn't
way,
matter.
it's Highlander ball either way. It just matters where they're going to mark the ball, and they're going to say it was an incomplete pass.
And Darridge able to get up after.
Darridge was
that was
hammered on that ball, on that play.
Yeah.
Darridge's pass is incomplete.
Gavin Fusil has been in that Falcon
man.
offensive backfield all night long.
All night long.
As the Highlanders get the ball, turnover on down, second time tonight. They've turned the Falcons away in the red zone. 38-0 is your Highlander lead. 4:26 remains in the third quarter. Things are going the Highlanders' way, Eddie.
Everything's going their way. Everything's looking up here for the Highlanders, and it's a dangerous night to be a Cambridge Falcons quarterback, I'll tell you that.
As they bring up a blitz here near side. Highlanders going to switch the strong side to the far side. Fusil will take it on the counter here to the near side off the weak side. He's got the corner. He's got room to roam as he's two midfield and out of bounds into Falcons territory. Gavin Fusil is galloping. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
You know, I'm glad he didn't take that one to the house. He would have.
That would have really. That would have been
hurt if he did. Yeah.
We don't want to see that coming back. Let's see what the foul. Personal foul is going to be the call against the Highlanders. Was the signal I saw. So that'll back them up 15.
Blocking the back or kind of low?
I don't know. All I saw was the
personal foul.
The personal foul indicator, and they are backing them up 15. 15 from the point of the foul. The foul is downfield. So the ball will be marked at the 12-yard line of the Highlanders.
Well, that's all right. You know, they completed a 3rd and 37.
I was about ready to say. 3rd and 37 they did with a hook and ladder. I mean,
all right,
wait till the flea flicker comes out. Come on.
I'm expecting something else. You know, they're not done having fun. That's for sure.
Excellent point. Lots of fun to be had yet in the waning moments here of the third quarter and the fourth quarter yet to come. Highlanders lead 38-0. Clock rolls, 3:45 remaining in the third quarter. It is a first down and 25 for the Highlanders. Actually, first down and 17.
Oh, that'll.
Fernandez up the middle.
Yep.
Cloud of turf dust, 3 yards.
Fernandez.
Brings up second down now for the Highlanders, looking at second down and 13.
2nd and 13.
D'Souza has the play. Highlanders taking their time. They've dominated the time of possession.
That's for sure. Up 38-0 here.
Opening drive of the game was a 10-minute drive, I should say. Over a 10-minute drive for the Highlanders.
A lot of movement.
A lot of movement, shifting the strong side once again. This time they're going to go that strong side. This is Mack. He's out into a bit of open field there as he's surrounded by the Falcons. I might be...
Flag on the play.
Going to be a hold called against the Highlanders. I see the indicator from the back judge. So the Highlanders shooting themselves in the foot on this drive.
It's the only thing. The only thing this game, you know, just the penalties kind of adding up. But, I mean, when you're up 38-0.
Yeah.
Holding offense.
Second down it will remain. Spot foul, so now it will be a second down. And it looks like about 18. Timeout taken by the Highlanders.
Timeout, Somerville.
So second down and 18 is what the Highlanders are looking at when we come back from this timeout, Eddie. Highlanders doing what they want tonight. What a send-off for the seniors on this football team. I want to call them out really quickly. Just the names of the seniors. Jamison Laguerre, Michael LaGreca, Tim Jones, Christian Malave, DJ Freeman, Julian Bienemy, Dylan Cried, Allison Bicalo, Salman Achmo, Cam Pereira. That group of three there makes up the offensive line, the core there that are dominating tonight, along with Roxon Tapa, the defensive captain, Rocky Tapa, also offensive lineman for the Highlanders, and Gavin Fusil, Mateus Fernandez, and Sam D'Souza. So important to what they have brought to this program, their work ethic, what they did in the offseason. Gavin and Rocky specifically leading this team in the weight room, getting into condition so they can come out here on the playing field and dominate in this manner.
Yeah, they've been important to what Coach Pereira has been building over the last couple of years here in Somerville. Yeah.
You know, when Coach Pereira was hired, he said it's going to take a little bit of time. Can't turn, you can't turn the ship around in a second. And he's been consistently building this program up, and you see it beginning to really blossom as you see the youth out there on display. You see Ryan Lewis and Marcos Pineda, players like that, Peter Marr as well, young players out there being very effective also. As the give is to Fusil, he dances around a bit, and he's brought down.
No gain
there for the Highlanders.
Let's go.
3rd and 18.
Third down and 18 now, 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And we've seen it go, Eddie, as, first year, no wins for the team. Second year, well, actually 1 win, I should say, for the team the first year. Second year, they were able to get a few more wins. This year, 3 wins, but a lot more games that they were in, a lot closer games. Lane Classical was a game they could have won. Medford was a game that was tied at the half. And you can't believe that when you see that final score, but the injuries just reared the head.
And if you watch them, it's the hard work. You see them working hard, and you see them not quitting. And that's something in the past years you might not be able to say in the past years.
As D'Souza back to pass, he's going to tuck it and run. He's got room, so he goes for the first down, and he will get knocked out at the 20. Short of the Highlander first down.
Run by number 9, Sam
11-yard gain. He gets knocked out 21-yard line.
4th and 7.
Fourth down now for the Highlanders.
We might see a punt here.
Could see a punt. D'Souza will.
Tim Jones is out there. Number 10.
D'Souza and Jones both have punted this season.
Could also see a fake punt the way that this game has gone. Why not?
With all the onside kicks.
Yep.
As D'Souza is back to punt. First Highlander possession that will not result in a touchdown, and that one is blocked.
Let it go out. Yep.
As it will go out of bounds, and the Falcons will have an incredibly short field to get the ball at the Highlander 2.
Yeah. Came right through the line of scrimmage there and blocked D'Souza's punt attempt.
Really good job there. Getting in on that. It may have been Thomas Thompson, I think, getting in there. Able to block that punt by D'Souza.
And another late flag, actually,
Punt is blocked.
on the Highlanders. Not sure what happened there.
Something about the
kicking
kicker.
for kicking the ball out of bounds.
Oh,
perhaps.
kicking the ball out of bounds.
I'll be honest, didn't know you could receive a penalty there for kicking it out of bounds.
I didn't
feel
know
like
that
I've
either.
seen players do that in the past.
Okay, well.
All right, so they'll tack
it'll be
on.
first and goal from the 1.
Yeah.
Very, very short drive opportunity here for the Falcons as they have it first and goal from the 1.
Yeah.
Looking to get on the board. They keep that spread look, though. As now Howard back in shotgun to take the snap.
Santos next to him.
And stoppage yet again. Timeout going to be taken by Cambridge.
Timeout, Cambridge.
Minute 11 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders up 38-0. Cambridge looking to get their first points on the board tonight. And they're going to take the timeout.
Take the timeout, think it through. They got 1 yard to go.
Yep. You mentioned earlier, Eddie, the hard work this team has put in, but also the lack of quit, the lack of any sort of quitting that we've seen from this team, any sort of give. This team is not giving in. That Malden game, and of course, anybody out there watching, you can check that game out. It was a tremendous 2 overtime victory for the Highlanders over Malden. Just an incredible back and forth game where the Highlanders had a game-tying drive. The last 5 minutes of that game, just tremendous. We do have that available. It's on Somerville Ed TV right on our YouTube channel. You can check that one out. But the thing to pull from that game that I want to point out is they never quit.
No, they did
There were
not.
5, 6, 7, 8 different times in that game where previous iterations of this program would have quit. And they did not. They never quit in that game. They just kept putting the steam on and ended up winning that game.
And they carried that on throughout the season. Win or lose, they just kept fighting and tried to be involved in every single game.
Howard back to take the shotgun snap. 1st and goal for the Falcons from the 1.
We might have an
They look
offensive
to get on
lineman
the
take the
board.
snap. Yeah.
And the up man will get it and
The up
lean
man.
in. 50, I'm trying to see who
Yeah,
that
the big
is.
guy getting involved for the Falcons there, taking the snap.
May have been
Number 59, I believe, if we have one.
Emmanuel Duadon is number 59. So a touchdown for the Falcons. 38-6, the Highlander lead.
Touchdown Cambridge.
1 yard touchdown for the Falcons. As that went to one of the upbacks, or one of the calling him an up. A fullback in that situation, but I have a strange feeling he's an offensive player.
Yeah, Cambridge with a little trickery themselves, right? Putting who's listed as an offensive guard in motion, Emmanuel Diodon, and taking the snap and finding the end zone.
Now they look for the 2-point conversion to make it a 30-point lead for the Highlanders. Howard, low snap, able to handle it, but there's Gavin Fusil as Howard gets spun around, the ball's down.
It's loose, yeah.
And the Highlanders will fall on it, but the 2-point conversion is no good. As once again, Gavin Fusil just dominating from the defensive side in this game with the blitz. There is no answer for him from the offense of the Falcons thus far.
Yeah, there has not been an answer. Every time he blitzes or comes down the line, they have been unable to stop him. I mean, these Cambridge quarterbacks are going to be having nightmares about him.
No doubt about that. The Highlanders lead this one 38-6. Minute 8 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
And perhaps it's Cambridge's turn to try the onside kick themselves now. Yep. And it'll be, I believe, number 18 there for Cambridge. Maxwell Bachelor.
Young freshman.
Let's see. Or is
It looks like actually
eight.
they're going to have Joseph Darridge, who's played quarterback this evening as well. He will kick this one away. Highlanders not lining up at the front. Now they're going to bring people up.
There we go. Cambridge
Lewis
getting a
deep.
player on late.
Lewis and Mack are deep for the Highlanders. Actually, no, strike that.
There's a gap right in the middle
Lewis
that they
and
might try
Maher.
to attack there. Let's see. Oh, and they're just going to
Kick that one away.
and
As it goes to the wide side, Giovanni Fiore will pick that one up.
have to try to get to the
Fiore
outside.
is able to break in. He breaks through a tackle. He's still going. Flag comes flying in.
Flag on the play.
As
that flag
Fiore
came.
with a heck of a return there. Young freshman for the Highlanders.
Showing off the legs there, Giovanni Fiore. Thought he was about to break that one.
Looked like it could have, but we'll see what this flag was about. Personal foul against the Highlanders. They are stacking up here.
Penalties are stacking up for the Highlanders.
Personal foul.
That will
receiving
back
team.
things up. Highlanders with a really nice kick return there, but they're going to get backed up due to the personal foul. They have to clean that up. I know it's a rivalry game, but and like you said, Eddie, it might be a situation where the second person getting
Gets
caught
caught there.
You got to walk away from it then. So the Highlanders will start this drive at their own 10-yard line here at the end of the third quarter, I should say. 58 seconds remaining in the third. Peter Marr in here at wide receiver here near side. Ryan Lewis, wide receiver, at the top of the screen. Gavin Fusil dots the I formation. The give is to Fusil. Looking for some room in the middle. He's stacked up there by the Falcons after a gain of about 2. Highlanders will let the clock roll here. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
3-yard run by number 1, Gavin Fusil. 2nd and 7.
Highlanders punted on their previous drive, actually had their punt blocked, so I know here they're trying to gain back a little bit of momentum, trying to gain back a little bit of what they're used to, right? They've been firing on all cylinders all night, so trying to get back to that here on this drive and keep letting that clock tick down.
They got away from that wildcat look that they've been running, that they've been countering off of and running sweep off of. We'll see whether they might go back to that.
And right on cue, yeah. Just what the doctor ordered here.
Back in the backfield looking for that wildcat direct snap. He's got Fusil and Fernandez to his left, and the time will run out here in the third quarter. So that will do it. 3 quarters of play in the book. Highlanders looking to take that picket fence back from Cambridge, leading this one 38-6.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, there is no smoking in
38-6, and as you mentioned, I believe the scoring record is 49 points for the team. So we'll see if they challenge that. Yeah,
highest number of points scored in the history, the 134 now. So in the previous 133 games, the highest point total for a team was back in 2022 when Cambridge rang up 49 on the Highlanders. That was right here at Dilboy Stadium, a 49-13 loss for the Highlanders. So here we are 2 years later, Highlanders 38-6 with 1 quarter remaining here against the Falcons, but they will have a long road to hoe as they have a long field in front of them. 2nd down and 7 awaiting from their own 13-yard line as we will begin out the fourth quarter here soon. Highlanders have done so well this game, that first half, specifically the first quarter. Yeah. Everything the Highlanders wanted to do.
Their way.
Onside kick recovered, as well as an incredible drive to open out the game. That the onside kick was after that. A 10-minute drive to start the game. Domination at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, the blitzing has just knocked around multiple quarterbacks, if not out.
Falcons unable to find any momentum because of that.
It's been very, very difficult. The blocked punt is pretty much the high point of their night thus far. As Pineda running along to the Highlander sideline, coming back. Visit to the locker room for Mr. Pineda.
Quick visit.
2nd down and 7 now for the Highlanders. You see Fusil now, again with Lewis behind him there. There's that wildcat look. Lewis will counter off of it right up the middle, and he bursts through. Nice gain there of about 4 yards for the Highlanders. Brings up a 3rd and manageable, a 3rd and about 3.
And you always get a little excited when you see Ryan Lewis carry the ball. That's that burst of speed. You know he's just one tackle away from
that is true.
Going all the way.
3rd and 2.
Now Pineda will come in. D'Souza has the play. Highlanders leading this one by 32 points. Would love to take lots of time off the clock here. Need to convert to keep the possession. As Pineda now lined up for that wildcat snap, to his right are the blockers. He will follow those blockers right through, get the first down and more as he's across the 25, brought down just short of the 30 at the 28-yard line. First down for the Highlanders. The drive continues. That wildcat look really, really being effective for the Highlanders. As we pointed out, they're able to go different directions off of that. In that case, Pineda followed his blockers right up the middle.
And use different players in that situation. They can go to Pineda. They can go to Gavin Fusil. We've even seen Ismail Mack as well.
Different
So,
looks from different guys.
Yep.
Pineda will stay back there. Fusil and Fernandez in front.
take it
He'll
again.
follow them to the strong side as he tries to power through a tackle. He was met at the line of scrimmage, gets maybe a yard out of it.
Yeah, Cambridge was ready that
1 yard
time.
run for number 0, Marcos Pineda.
And that will be now 2nd down and a very long 9 for the Highlanders. Very close to 10. Almost no gain on that.
Yeah. Even about half a yard.
Yeah, give him a half yard. We'll give him a half yard. We'll round it up. Round it up to a yard. D'Souza will spread out to the far side. Lewis this time in the wildcat position. Strong side is now the near side.
We'll see where he decides to take it.
So he's got Fernandez and
left, yep.
Fusil. He'll follow them here to the near side. And they are ready for that. As Cambridge overloaded and were able to stop that run after a gain of maybe a yard. So 3rd down and 8 will be what the Highlanders are looking at as Mateus Fernandez slow to get up for the Highlanders.
And we have a Cambridge player down as well.
Yep.
3rd and 8.
You know, injury timeout, they don't stop the clock.
8 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here in the game. Highlanders leading by 32. Clock is stopped with the injured player. The Highlanders have done an excellent job tonight, dominating the line of scrimmage. Multiple sacks for Gavin Fusil. He has been in the quarterback's face throughout the evening.
And has still received a bulk of the carries on offense.
Saeed Bakar, the injured Falcon, as he's helped off the field. 3rd down here for the Highlanders, 3rd and 8. We'll see what they dial up here as D'Souza. Nope, strike that. Again, it's Pineda.
Nope.
Looking for the direct snap back there. He's got Fusil and Fernandez in front of him. And they'll reverse it this time. Little
Lewis.
jet sweep reverse. Ryan Lewis has the corner. He's got space. Cuts it back, goes across midfield. And the Highlanders get the 1st down and enter Falcons territory.
See, I knew they had a couple plays still left in that playbook to run. Right? A little excitement there.
Dazzle.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play, though. Holding. It's going to come
One
back.
can only imagine. That's holding. Yep.
Offense.
There you go.
So 3rd down will be longer now.
10-yard penalty.
3rd and 18 for the Highlanders.
3rd and 18.
Which is right where the Highlanders want the Falcons. I mean, they scored a 82-yard touchdown on a hook and ladder on 3rd and 37.
Might be according to plan still. Yeah.
It's all
Strategy
according to
here.
the plan here. It's all part of the strategy. 3rd and long now for the Highlanders. Last time they had a 3rd and long, they dialed up that hook and ladder out to the far side where Pineda pitched to Mack after making the catch. Mack had nothing but daylight in front of him.
What's left in that Madden playbook? A flea flicker here? A double reverse?
Full house backfield.
Oh, we're just going to throw it deep
D'Souza
here.
back to pass, looking deep.
He's got space.
He's got a man. Oh, my goodness gracious. Pineda had steps.
Had steps out.
D'Souza just overthrew him barely. So 4th down now for the Highlanders. Clock rolls as we have the running clock we spoke of earlier, Eddie. 32-point lead for the Highlanders. Clock runs even after an incompletion or out of bounds. Injured player was the only thing that stopped the clock. Under 6 minutes remaining in the game.
D'Souza will stay out there, but he's punted before, and he attempted the last punt for the Highlanders.
Highlanders had their last punt attempt blocked, setting up the Falcons with a 1st and goal from the 1 where they scored their lone touchdown. D'Souza back to punt. And he will get this one away quickly. Good high hang time as it comes down at the 50. Lewis is able to get out wide. Jemai Lewis, good block out in front of him there. And he's finally brought out of bounds. Marcos Pineda as well as Sam D'Souza involved on that, as Lewis was able to get that all the way up to the Highlander 21. Clock rolls, 5 minutes remaining in the game. Falcons, really good field position.
Really good field position here for the Falcons. Looking to find the end zone for the 2nd time here in the game. We'll see who comes out at quarterback.
And it looks like it's going to be Joe Darridge. So Darridge will be under center, or I should say taking the shotgun snap.
Yep. And Howard will stay in the game as well. Line up at receiver next to Sanchez on the top of the screen.
Keep an eye out for number 1 for the Highlanders, Fusil.
See where he's lined up. Wish we could circle him. You can see him right there above the guard.
And they're going to give the ball here to the near side. As that's Howard with
trying
the
to make
ball.
something happen.
And now the ball's on the ground. Marcos Pineda has it. And the Highlanders get the turnover.
So Howard trying to do a little too much for the Falcons there. And the Highlanders able to punch the ball loose. And it's recovered by Pineda.
Pineda with the recovery there. Howard set up for the halfback pass in that situation, I think. He was coming out here to the near side. It looked like he was looking downfield. He had his wide receiver, I believe, number 5, Exome. Jovens Exome was running downfield, but he was still covered. So Howard had nowhere to go with that ball, tried to make something happen, and the Highlanders get the turnover with 3.5 minutes remaining. The picket fence is coming back to Somerville.
Running clock. Clock is still going down.
That's what we like. Tick, 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 tick. I formation behind D'Souza. Fusil dots it. He gets the handoff. Whoa. That exchange felt a little wonky.
Yeah, just it looked like
Didn't look like Gavin got started on that very, very quickly. 2-yard gain there for Gavin. The clock rolls under 3 minutes remaining in the game. This group of 14 seniors for the Highlander football team looking to go out, taking that picket fence back from Cambridge.
Yeah, credit to all those 14 seniors. They came out ready to play today.
Absolutely. Absolutely they did. We've seen flashes of the future with JoJo Flores under center. We've seen Ryan Lewis doing great things out there as well. Pete Marr playing some great defense also. Fusil gets the give. Up the middle, he runs over a Falcon to get another yard there as he powers forward to the 28-yard line, 2:15 remaining and the clock rolls.
You know, Fusil, we know he's been active on the defensive side of the ball, blitzing. Also on offense, of course, carrying a bulk of the carries. And to be honest, I don't even think he's tired. I think he can keep going.
I don't think he's tired at all. Absolutely. He's a machine. He's a monster. That's that off-season conditioning that they went through that was led by Rocky Tapa and by Gavin Fusil. Shout out to Zach Shea on that, by the way. Zach Shea is a strength and conditioning coach. He handles the strength and conditioning in the off-season, and he does that in addition to the coaching that he does during the season. So shout out to Zach and what he's been able to do for this team as well. So the give is Ryan Lewis off of the direct snap, and he is forced out of bounds. Good job there stringing it out as Jemai Lewis was able to force him out.
We're going to actually have a Highlander down on that play.
Yeah.
I believe it's an offensive lineman for the Highlanders. Can't get a number yet.
Oh. Actually, I think that's
actually
Mateus
number
Fernandez.
3. Mateus Fernandez down.
Mateus, a critical component, one of those seniors, as Highlander athletic trainer Michelle Kelly out.
Yeah, it looks like he just got tangled up on that play.
Yeah.
Lower body injury, and trainer Michelle Kelly will help him get to the side.
Michelle help him out there. This football team has kept Michelle Kelly busy this season.
That is true.
As they have gutted through quite a few injuries throughout this season. They came into tonight, I think, as healthy as they have been since the beginning of the year. And looked like it as they stormed over the Falcons tonight. Minute 10 remains, the clock runs.
They looked like the Highlander team we saw those first 3 games of the year.
True.
Yep.
That's true. Highlanders will finish their season at 4-6. 4 wins for the Highlanders, with wins over Chelsea as well as Cambridge. Also wins over Boston English and over Cambridge here, and that big, huge game against Malden. That 2 overtime victory, 42-40 over Malden, as the Highlanders get the first down. That might do it. 30 seconds remain. Clock rolls as the Highlanders will bring the picket fence back to Somerville in the backyard rivalry. And for the 72nd time, the Highlanders will be victorious against the Falcons of Cambridge, Rindge, and Latin. The picket fence coming back to Somerville this year, Eddie.
Well deserved. The Highlanders came
Final
out
score,
with purpose
Somerville,
today,
38.
and they sent the message from that first quarter, and they didn't stop.
Did not stop at all. They opened with a 10-minute plus drive that ended with a Gavin Fusile 2-yard touchdown plunge. They took the onside kick after that. Marcos Pineda added on a 12-yard run. Jojo Flores with the 2-point conversion. Then Sam D'Souza, a 7-yard run. Pineda with the 2-point conversion. And then a 3rd and 37 was what they faced. And they rolled up the hook and ladder as Pineda made the catch on the far side, pitched it back to Mack, who busted forward for 82 yards and the Highlander touchdown. And they capped things off with a 3-yard plunge by Mateus Fernandez and a Sam D'Souza 2-point conversion, 38-6. Your final as the Highlanders take back the picket fence from the Falcons. Congratulations to the Highlanders. Congratulations as they go for that fence. Congratulations to the 14 seniors as well. Jamison Laguerre, Michael LaGreca, Sam D'Souza, Tim Jones, Christian Malave, DJ Freeman, Julianne Bianami, Dylan Cried, Allison Bucala, Salman Achmal, Cam Pereira, and the captains, the offensive captain Gavin Fusile, and the defensive captain Roxanne Tapa. Tremendous job by all of them. GBL All-Stars also, Gavin Fusile, Rocky Tapa, Mateus Fernandez, Marcos Pineda. A great season for the Highlanders. Didn't get over 500, but really showed what this program is becoming.
Oh, yeah, you could definitely see on the field improvement all around, right? From the quarterback, as we talked about, Sam D'Souza, to the coach and staff, getting these players ready to play every single game. They came out, they played tough. We said they worked hard in the offseason, and you can see it. 4 wins this season, didn't get to 500, but they look damn good this year.
Absolutely they did, and they looked damn good tonight, no question about it, as they ran the Falcons off the field. A 38-6 win to take the picket fence back from the Falcons. That's going to do it for us here tonight from Dilboy Stadium. Thank you so much, Eddy Maldonado, for this entire season. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much as well to Joe Constantine on the direction, to Matt Frondudo on the camera. Thank you very much for watching at home throughout the season. We look forward to seeing you for the winter sports as well. This is going to close out our fall sports here on Somerville Ed TV. We'll see you back in December when the winter sports start on the basketball court and the ice surface. But for tonight, the Highlanders have taken the picket fence and we're bringing it here to Somerville. 38-6, the Highlanders beat the Falcons. You have been watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Ed TV.